A flood is any relatively high stream flow overtopping the natural or artificial banks of a stream. Floods can occur because of rainfall, snowmelt, or dam breakage. Because floods result from many different circumstances, not all floods are equal in magnitude, duration, or effect. One type of flood is a flash flood. Flash floods occur when there is excess rainfall over a short period of time. The rainwater accumulates faster than it can soak into the ground and runs into streams. Flash flooding is more dangerous than prolonged flooding because it happens quickly and people can get trapped in the flood. The flash flood watch is the first public notification given. A flash flood watch is issued if flash flooding is reported, if flash flooding producing precipitation is reported by radar, or if causative events make flash flooding appear imminent. Another type of flood is a prolonged flood. Prolonged floods occur when rainwater saturates the ground to the point where water starts to run off. These floods occur over longer periods of time and therefore are less dangerous since there is plenty of time to evacuate. They are, however, very costly as they can damage large urban areas.
Vulnerability of buildings critically depends on the patterns of water and material intrusion through openings such as doors, light shafts, and windows. Basements are most vulnerable to damage since they are below ground. Flooding simulations highlight the need for excellent planning procedures for building hazard-proof buildings in order to achieve efficient and reliable flood protection. Since 1968, the federal government has offered flood insurance to assist renters, homeowners, and business owners in the event of damaging floods. The National Flood Insurance Program, also known as the NFIP, was established as part of the 1968 National Flood Insurance Act to manage insurance options. The cost of 1 inch of flood damage on a 900 square foot single-story home can reach over $7,500. Flood insurance prices are set by the federal government and remain constant. Pricing varies based on level of flood risk.
A 100-year flood is a very large flood, and the idea of 100-year flood refers to the probability of this very large flood occurring.
For example, if the top card is flipped over, there is about a 7% chance of it being a king. This does not mean that we really have 100 years between each flood of greater or equal magnitude. Floods happen irregularly. For example, you have a chance of getting a king each time a card is flipped, and every time you flip a card that is not a king, the probability increases slightly. If a king represents a flood and each flip represents a year, and 2 kings are flipped consecutively, this represents a possibility of having a 100-year flood 2 years in a row. All property owners with homes and businesses located within high-risk flood zones and in communities which participate in the NFIP are required to carry standard flood insurance policies. Flood insurance is also available for properties in low to moderate flood risk areas.
Many areas of the world experience flooding, including Oneonta and other towns along the Susquehanna River. From June 26 to June 29, 2006, major flooding occurred across New York State. Prior to June 2006, stream conditions were normal to dry. Heavy rains spread from south to north across central New York, resulting in the severe flooding of the Susquehanna River in June 2006.
Geologists work with the National Weather Service monitoring rainfall and rate of change in river stages, which can help indicate the severity and immediacy of threats. Because of geologists, we have ways of being able to predict and plan for these natural disasters.